we are back. Day 2 of my shiny only run. As a recap from last time, we got our shiny starter on reset like 433, which is like, or 334 I think it was. Crazy under odds. I'm expecting to not get another shiny for an extremely long time. But I'm hoping for a shiny Mareep. The last thing I want is a shiny Bellsprout. So we'll see how that goes, because I know the game loves to tease me. I put the reset counter at the top just to know how many encounters we've done in this grass patch. The truck's not done yet. Yeah, I know. We gotta lock in. Gotta get the truck done. What's up, Dillo? Yeah, got a shiny Chikorita yesterday somehow. Its biggest problem is it's in Johto, the most grass unfriendly region. Yeah, I know. Having the flying gym and then right after the bug gym immediately is pretty miserable, and like the only reason I never wanted to use Chikorita in a playthrough. But like, it's still not bad. It'll be fine. I kind of wanted a Totodile, but that's just because Totodile is my favorite in this gen. And also, I don't get the Meganium slander either. I think Meganium's a pretty good design. And even Bayleaf. Bayleaf is a pretty solid middle evolution too. I think Croconaw is also a pretty... I don't like Quilava. I'll be the first to say it. Typhlosion's cool, but like Quilava's kind of mid. Meganium being a Bullymon means it at least lives things that the others wouldn't. That's true. It is bulky. It is bulky. It's like what? Like a base 100 defense and special defense, I think. But it's like attacks are pretty mid. It's like 82 attack, 83 special, but like Sun-setting Solar Beam isn't the worst in the world. Yeah, I mean, just having that extra poison type on top of it is like... It really helps nullify a lot of the issues that grass types have in general. Because Venus got a bunch of help moves like Sleep Powder, Stun Powder. Yeah, it does get Leech Seed too. Yeah, it gets Poison Powder as a non-poison type, so it's 75%, it's like 75% accurate, which means it's like, you know, -5% accurate. Yeah, but Leech Seed for survivability plus its bulk, like, it's just gonna sit there and ruin your life. I keep joking about it. Shiny Grass solo run. I mean, if it happens, I feel like maybe that's the play. Just make sure it's a green shiny water type. We'll never know the difference. Yeah. Is there any green shiny water types? I guess there's Poliwrath, right? Poliwrath's green? I just really don't want a Bellsprout. But that's not a... Sunflora is so bad. I know it's so bad. Its base stats are like, what? Isn't it like less than like 425? Sunflora base stats, 425. Yeah. Its speed is only 30. It has a 105 special attack, but everything else is ass. There's no point in using it. Unless I get the shiny, and then I just, you know, I'll just use it. Whenever I get around to playing, like, Black and White again, I'll probably the next shiny only run I do will be on Black and White, or Black and White 2, I'm not sure yet. Definitely is going to give me Bellsprout. I just feel the game getting ready to, like... Wooper's a 35% chance at night? In this spot, really? If I go, like, really under odds for a lot of things, maybe I will do the shiny Magikarp. Level 100 Gold Carp. Just as a flex, I'm not taking handouts. Focus Sash Golden Carp. Yeah. If you really want the Golden Carp, I really don't. I really don't. It's more or less for the meme, but... Speaking of dedication, there's a guy in Verdian Forest in Kanto in this game that has three Pokemon, level 52 Metapod, level 53 Metapod, and level 60 Metapod with only Harden. I feel like I've encountered that guy. That's really hilarious. I always liked Scolipede when it comes to like bug types. Scolipede and Leavanny were always pretty cool. I'm excited to shiny hunt Ho-Oh. I do think that's going to be one of the big ones. Realistically, I should probably... The balls are bad in Gen 2? Did they buff catch rates for the remakes? I remember I couldn't even catch Mewtwo. I got to the Mewtwo... That was the last thing I did in that game, was trying to catch Mewtwo. And I literally never could, no matter how much time I spent. Like, is it just specifically the catch rates, or... I do like moon balls. They're really pretty to look at. I don't know. I've always loved the Dusk Ball. I don't know why. It's probably my favorite out of any Pokeball. I like its design a lot. I also used to play a lot at night, so. Moonball said they have extra catch rate on Pokemon that evolve via Moonstone. Is that just not true though? What they actually do is have an extra catch rate on Pokemon that evolve via Burn Heal because of code error. What? And I guess they really couldn't like patch something like that either. Love balls do the opposite of what they say. Okay. So what they're supposed to work where a love ball works better if the Pokemon opposing you is a different gender, but it's messed up and so it's the opposite. Interesting. Also, only status that helps catch rate in Gen 2 is sleep because the others don't help or they forgot to program them to What in the world? Is Gen 2 just like the most fucked up generation? And like, did they fix any of that stuff for Crystal, or is it still like, did they not fix any of that? I'm like DS and beyond. Gen 3 fixed all the issues that Gen 2 had. Wow, I can't even imagine trying to like play back then and like you don't know that all of these things are broken because you can't look through the code and you're just like, wow, I'm using a moon ball and this thing won't catch, and I'm also like, it's paralyzed, so it should be easier to catch too, right? Nope. Bellsprout is Pokedex number 69 in the national dex. Funny number. I want to stay like positive and hope that we go under odds again, but I know that's not how it works. I'm quite terrified. That Ghost Gym's going to be really difficult. Fluttermane was a glow up though. You're right. I mean, you give anything fairy type and it's, you know. I mean, especially like dragon types are kind of hard to use anymore anyway. Unless they're like Miraidon. Yeah, exactly. You literally can't be quad weak to fairy. There's no way. Fairy types are just, they own the space way too much. Yeah, poor Dino. Hydreigon's such a cool line too, but literally like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do against a fairy type? You're gonna die. Yeah, seriously, like so many grass types are just like quad weak to fucking flying. It's like genuinely an epidemic. But you know who's not quad weak to flying? Ferrothorn. My goat. He's quad weak to fire, but still my goat. Gosh, fire and flying types really are just like, they nuke a lot of the game. Zard being able to sweep half the game while being one-shot by the other half of the game. Yeah. I mean, as long as Stone Edge hits. But if Stone Edge does not hit, then yeah, or Rock Slide. That makes sense. And what if they have Stealth Rock? Don't switch out, I guess. My first shiny in Scarlet and Violet was a Lechonk. I just saw a pink Lechonk chilling around, and I'm like, that's not a normal Lechonk, is it? Because at first I thought it was actually like a gender thing, like maybe like, oh, maybe the female Lechonks are like pink. Nope. I literally barely even left the first area. So you know how Minimize works? Like the move when you like, it raises your evasiveness, right? Or is there another method that does Minimize help with something else? Did you know there's actually some kind of unknown interaction with it in other moves? Do tell, because I actually don't know anything about hidden interactions or anything like that. Stomp power gets doubled if the opponent uses Minimize? Really? I didn't know that. So what, do you, like, what if they use it multiple times? Does the power increase anymore, or is it just if they use Minimize once the power is increased? Gen 6, if the target has Minimize, stop, bypasses accuracy checks, and always hits? I did not know that. I mean, Minimize is pretty busted. That's actually really cool to know. And Body Slam. I guess that makes sense. Oh, positive impact. Hi. How are you doing? Thank you. How's it going? Thanks for coming out. This is like my second stream back from not committing to streaming. But now we're back. We're gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to hold myself accountable and play this a lot. I'm just trying to get my encounters up so I can hopefully get something soon. I want to be hopeful and say that we get our next shiny before 2000 encounters, but you heard it here, folks. We're gonna have a Minecraft wedding. Anyways, we've been streaming for a little over 3 hours. We did 1,450 encounters, which is crazy. That's not bad. We got where we needed to be. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, probably around 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so 7 Eastern Time. But yeah, it's been fun. I'm just gonna keep trying to grind, get our next shiny, move on to the gym finally, and that's about it. So thank you to all who tuned in. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna be mostly streaming Mondays, Fridays, and Sundays. That's the idea. But if I have more, I'll be streaming more. Just not sure where we're at, but hope you have a good night too. All right, we're gonna peace out.